Welcome back. John Kelly of John Kelly Fitness and head coach at Live Free CrossFit. And today we're going to do our last video of the week on the ketogenic diet. Mistakes that can be made on a ketogenic diet. As you can see, we're rolling around in the car. It's been a hectic day, but I wanted to get this out before I went to work. So we're going to do it on location in the car, driven around by Lando. He got a new song out. It's called Jail Cells. You can see it on YouTube. Jail Cells featuring Lando. Sounds pretty good, so give it a listen. It's under Donald Trump Records. I guess they're trying to get sued, but at least they're thinking and using their brains and hustling, so can't knock the hustle. Alright, ketogenic diet. Mistakes that can be made, and I made a bunch of them yesterday. I put my calories in all day. I put all my food in. By the time I looked at my food at the end of the day, I had only ate 2,200 calories. And eating those 2,200 calories, my macronutrient ratios were not 75% fat, 20% protein, 5% carbohydrates. I'm supposed to have about 39 grams of carbohydrates. I had 68, yet I did not eat one carb. A food that could be considered a carb. All the carbohydrates I got were hidden in other foods. High fatty foods, high protein foods, or moderate protein foods, all had some kind of carbs hidden inside of them. So you got to be careful when you pick your fats, when you pick your proteins, because you don't want to get hit by those hidden carbs. One of the things that has a lot of carbs you may not be aware of is avocados. Avocados are a great source of fat, but they do have some carbohydrates. Nuts, great source of fat, but they do have some carbohydrates. So you got to be aware of how much carbohydrates are in the foods that you're eating. So make sure you're reading your food labels. It's easy to get sneaky carbs in there that you're not expecting to be in those foods. Next thing, too much protein. I was supposed to have 150 grams of protein yesterday. I had 198, yet I didn't meet my calorie requirements. So look at how much protein I'm eating. I guess the meat's too lean. I'm getting too much protein from too many sources to be able to hit that number in the ketogenic diet. Remember, studies show that too much protein can lead to gluconeogenesis, which means basically your body converts the protein, the amino acids, into glucose. That's a reason why you got to have your protein moderate and not large. Finally, I got about 57% of my calories from fat. I need to be at 75. It's hard to get 75% of your calories from fat. You got to get creative. You got to make sure you're eating fatty foods at every meal. You got to eat butter. You got to have oils on your greens. So make sure that you guys are logging your macronutrients, logging your calories, so you can figure this out. If you don't log it, you're not going to have any idea where you're at. You're just going to be guessing. So make sure you're logging these things. Get MyFitnessPal. Get, if it fits your macros, get whatever calorie counter you want. Make sure it has macronutrient counting in it, and put it in every meal. Measure it. It'll take you a couple weeks. You'll have to measure stuff, but then you'll get into a groove. You'll know exactly what to eat. All right, guys, so those are some mistakes you can make. Remember, sneaky carbs. Too much protein turns into carbs. Not enough fat. You're not going to get into ketosis. You're not going to get into a ketogenic state unless you get that fat high, keep that protein moderate, keep those carbs low. All right, so I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you in Lando. We'll see you next time.